I believe there are 3 filmmakers before me took the challenge for one reason or another. I believe it's production reasons. There was a disagreement with the studio that fall apart. So 4.5 years ago, when this is available, Fox asked me to do it. Actually, that's all it took. I read the book 10 years ago. Because a friend of mine introduced that to me, and I loved the book. I introduced to my wife and my 2 kids, and we talked about it for weeks. I didn't think there was a movie, for obvious reason. Boy and a tiger drift across the Pacific without Tom Hanks. And at the end, it's a really philosophical book. It's not about emotion. And it examines the issue of faith, spirituality. But a movie, as you know, we rely on emotional flow. It's photorealistic images. It's more or less work inside of the illusion. Your focus on the picture is mandatory. So how do you examine illusion inside of a movie? It will be like a program under people's feet. Just my professional instinct and my intuition just tell me there's no movie. So I never read it as a movie. But when I was asked, I was intrigued. How do you crack this thing? People are actually, because I read the script from my previous filmmaker, the second story is actually in it. And I know about the budget, even I know it's going to take more, but that budget is quite significant. So it just hit me, they're actually going to do this thing. So that was enough to motivate me to take the challenge. Later on, when I thought about framing a script device that can have the older Pi tell the story, which is third person, but still the same person experience through it. Well, I thought experiencing it and examining it could happen in the same movie. So I got excited. Then I had this idea to do 3D. I only saw them in the 3D movies in cartoons, not even cheap horrors or action movies. So I thought, oh, maybe with another dimension, maybe the whole thing will open up. The irrational number of pi that goes on and on and on. Maybe we can see the circle in another dimension. It was a naive sort of silly thought I had. I was laughing at myself. But then things started to open up, how the water is going to play, how I'm going to immerse pi in the ocean where you can really feel how he feels. And then I thought maybe the water can be a great character itself, without Tom Hanks and volleyball. So I got excited, and I checked it. Well, this is a project you really have to think outside the box, like 3D, so thinking new film, cinematic language, making a movie in Taiwan, but still with Hollywood crew. So that's outside the box in itself. No, on and on and on. It's a very unusual challenge. I know that from the beginning. But about 3.5, nearly 4 years ago, I took the leap of faith, and the rest is just trying to make it work.
What you saw in the boy, in the young boy?
Oh, the boy. Well, that's another sign that I will make the movie. In reading the book, it's very hard to imagine what a boy looks like. He seems to be every man. No, he's a metaphor. It's like a fable. Like, it's a metaphor. He's like a prophet. He's like every man. He speaks the words of wisdom. He solves all the problems that seems to be unsolvable, and you cannot prove him wrong. It's very real, but it's all fantastical. So how do you see this kind of boy? There's no 16-year-old Indian movie star, so we gotta go for the new faces. We went through 3,000 kids in India. We narrowed down to 12 of them when I met and tested each one of them in Mumbai. When I saw Suresh, that was kind of almost a done deal. I thought he looked like Pi. I I started to see a movie. I asked him to take his glasses off. It's very deep eyes, soulful, compelling. When I give him a little bit of direction, when I ask him to tell the second story, he just devoted his whole body, every cell into believing the whole situation. He started to tell a story at the end of Christ. This is an incredible talent. So with that, that's a big plus boost of morale and take on the challenge. There's 3D, there's water, there's a whole lot of things, digital animals that you have to look realistic, all that philosophical ending. But when I saw him, it's very encouraging. And I can spend hours telling what I went through with him to make him look like how he looked like in the film. There were 9 months drilling and shooting in Taiwan, boot camping him. There are 3 months, every shot is him. We're shooting order. To the last stage is turning spiritual. He is Pi. It's not so much about acting Pi, the conditioning to be Pi. And he's an incredible acting talent.
Thank you. Cuarta pregunta, Elizabeth Santana, del Playboy.
Hola, tras el año que duró tu producción, la postproducción de la película, ¿qué podemos esperar de ti como director en futuras películas? Y si el 3D entonces ya formará parte de tu narrativa.
How long does it take for production?
¿Puedes repetir? Sí, el 3D ya va a formar parte de la narrativa de tus películas futuras. ¿Y qué podemos esperar de ti como director tras esta cinta?
Well, I don't think I can make this movie in 2D. Now looking back, I think finally I saw the 2D version. I still think it's a good movie. But the whole thinking process in 3D kind of thinking really helped me open up the chance of making this movie. I think 3D is a new cinematic tool. Not just the movement, where you stage things, how you emphasize things, where you place things, and the volume you give to the face is actually great for drama. And the movie subject, how much you want to bring out to the audience, where do you put the subject matter and their point in relation to your point of view, actually it's a new way of involving audience into the pictures. You can actually feel you're more inside of the movie. I think it's an illusion, it's not life, it's not how we associate movie in the past, which is 2D, our eyes compensate. The lack of body, depth. I think after this movie, I have certain feeling about 2Ds, but we just began. I'm still a novice, a student of 2Ds. I think in the future, the lighting, framing, and technically is going to improve so much. More filmmakers grab on it, it'll be cheaper too. I think it will be a legitimate artistic film. So I'm very excited about this new way of looking at dramatic events. I think if I can afford, I'll still try it. I think we know a whole lot about 2D, maybe everything you need to know for a long time. And we're gradually getting sophisticated, and I think we begin to lose that innocence in many ways. But 3D is a new way to bring the audience into a theatrical event, and the innocence of experience dramatic happening, storytelling. I think it's a very exciting new chances for us to bring the audience into the theater. When I get a chance, when I can afford it, I'll try it again and learn some more.
Thank you. Quinta pregunta, Daniela Guzmán, Terror 101.
Hola, bienvenido a México. La primera pregunta viene también siendo sobre los formatos. Ahora que ya probaste el 3D, ¿qué opinas sobre el formato por segundo, si sería una opción viable para tu siguiente producción. También quería felicitarte por tus nominaciones de los Globos de Oro y de la película. ¿Qué opinas al respecto de ellas y si crees que estas nominaciones abren la puerta hacia el Oscar? Y finalmente, ¿cómo crees que el Internet le está dando la bienvenida a esta nueva película, sobre todo en América Latina? ¿Crees que sea un factor influyente para que la gente vaya a verla? Gracias.